All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we are spectating the first team of the match. Pag Noodles, John Wayne, and Veiny Laney. All right. And unfortunately, blue goes down, and while green's in the middle of a fight, we run away. Pag Noodles saying, I don't want anything to do with this fight. It's absolutely stupid as shit, and I'm gone. Pick it up. Can't really contest that. It is what it is. GG to that squad. They should have gulag, so unfortunately we're gonna have to spectate them even longer. What's going on, guys? How y'all doing today, man? Look, Warzone's been stale as shit, but that new mode's fire. All right, but ladies and gentlemen, here we are with our second squad. Keith, Uncle Fester, Uncle Fester, and a wrong number. They already have their loadout drop, so we're looking good there. We already have our weapons. Unfortunately, we do have a teammate camping. ATC, that's never a good sign from the squad. Let's see if they're able to go ahead and win with this kind of teammate play. Here we are pushing up, trying to kill Malafoka. And again, we're kind of pushing up ourselves. Orange is a little bit delayed, but at least he's coming. And Green's still sitting there just doing God knows what he wants to do. Because we're playing trios. This is not a team-based game. And we're just going to do whatever the hell we want. Right, we hear gunshots above us. Definitely sounds like it's main floor. No way could that be rooftop. And must hear it from all the way down here. Here we are, heart beating. Awesome. We got 3 enemies. We already know where they're at. We can put the heartbeat away. Let's go ahead and push this fight, man. We can 30 party this extremely easily. Come on, man. What are you doing? Dude, Keith, step it the fuck up, brother. What are we doing, man? This is why players, a lot of the times, struggle with gunfights, because they get so scared. They decide they want to heartbeat 900 times instead of pushing in on a fight they should have already pushed. And here we are, you know, with this fancy movement and everything, but again, we still haven't pushed in on anything yet. There's 1 kill. We still have another squad over here. Guy sitting in the room to our left, right hand side. Let's see if we can go ahead and push in there and get the kill. 1 getting stunned from the outside. 30, wrong number. Looks like he's going to go down, but we're able to go ahead and kill the enemy teammate. Now in this position, rotate around the left side, hit the enemy from a different angle. I want to rotate the other side, brother. Come on, man. Never re-challenge an enemy from the same angle, especially if you're losing the fight. Malafoka, the bounty that we had the whole time, able to go ahead and clean up the fight and get the win for the squad. All right, but here we are back with Uncle Fester going right back to ATC. Now, ladies and gentlemen, let's just have a heart-to-heart real quick. If you guys ever catch yourself doing this, you better stop it right the fuck now. I want you guys to look yourself in the mirror and say, do I camp ATC for more than 30 seconds? If the answer is yes, there's no wonder why you're struggling in this game, guys. Just be honest with yourself. There are plays in this game that may be annoying, and if you enjoy, if you have fun, just keep having fun. But if you're planning on trying to get better and win the game, this is not the play. This is not the play at all. Uncle Fester did get a nice lucky kill in the beginning, but I don't know if that's going to happen again. Jumping around with the HDR, trying to spot enemies, and notice he has 2 long-range weapons. He's got no mission in life to push anything, and this is what we're going to be witnessing. His entire squad backed out because even his friends are pissed off that Uncle Fester is playing like a baby back bitch. And no way is he having fun right now. I refuse to believe that Uncle Fester is having the time of his life. I mean, I'd be sitting back texting, scrolling Twitter, scrolling Instagram while we're sitting here doing nothing. And if you're going to sit here and do nothing, again, I ask, why play the game? Why put yourself through all this stress if you're not going to get better at the game? Players hinder their own performance more than anything. This game has a lot of issues for sure. But when players play like this, they will never improve because they're doing the same stupid shit every time they touch the game. Guys, hey, do y'all ever witness some shit in Call of Duty that you really just want to like back out and start another game, but you're curious to what the fuck's going to happen? Yeah, me too. I mean, let's just be honest. We knew he was gonna die, and fortunately for y'all, I'm gonna cut out all that other bullshit. But I'm very surprised Chosen knew where he was at, came down the stairs ready to fight. But thank God he killed him, man. I gotta be honest right now. I'm so happy that he was able to murder the shit out of him. Seems like there's another team below us as well, so that's probably what happened. He probably was searching for that other team and ended up getting caught out. Not really sure how he got up here in the first place. I'm gonna be honest. He's got his weapons. There was no helicopter around, and he somehow got to the rooftop. Huh. All right, and here we are, just kind of doing the same shit. Got to camp ATC. For some reason, this is how players want to play. I don't understand, guys. Look, I can help teach you guys little tips and tricks on how to push fights and how to win engagements and how to rotate things like that. But I can never talk you guys out of playing like a baby back bitch. That's completely up to you guys. You have a decision to make. Make it wisely. All right, Chosen making his decision, getting the hell out of there relatively fast, and hopefully gonna hunt down the most wanted bounty. Nice little B-hop, display his dominance. Love that. Love it. You know, one thing that's a little questionable is we have no slide cancel, not one time. Are we gonna pop? Oh shit! He said, "Savage, shut your mouth. I'm on it." Oh, he popped one and that was it. You son of a bitch. Now look. I knew that was bad from the get-go. Instead of pushing up the stairs to stay near cover, we decided to back away from the stairs. And allow the enemy to do that to us. Now, the enemy did a beautiful play with the stun. Now, he might have had a heartbeat sensor. I'm not really sure how he knew we were at, but I'm assuming heartbeat sensor. And he threw that stun perfectly and was just able to blitz the shit out of us. Unfortunately, Sauce will not be able to res us, and Chosen goes down. GG to him. Now, again, in that fight right there, what should you do? How do you push that? Well, you know where he's at. You should go ahead, pull up your map, and live ping the most wanted bounty always, and then push him accordingly. He's got a most wanted bounty marking him on the map, and you fail to 2v1 him. That's your own fault. And at that point right there, you got to look in the mirror and just put the blame on you. You have to. Now, it could have been a bait. It could have been a 2v2 or a 2v3, but there was only one guy that was shooting us. So again, we should have. Your footsteps inside the building. So again, we should have pushed them together aggressively and got the fights won. We're able to drop shot and return and get the kill, but that was very dangerous for us. Another enemy camping in the corner. Holy shit. And this is why players camp. Players like Jalen, when they get that lucky kill, that solidifies the camping mentality in their head, and they'll keep doing it for the next 6 months. Closing the door. But $5 as he closes the door and he goes back to the corner. Oh, damn it. I was wrong. He's got 19 grand. He's going to go spend this money. Doesn't matter as a short-lived life because instead of utilizing his eyeballs, he's tunnel vision on the buy station and gets absolutely blitzed down by Rundown, who actually ran down his throat. All right, here we are spectating Rundown and company. Rundown rocking $10,000, checking the heartbeat sensor. No one displayed. He is on alert, though. For some reason, he does believe someone's here. Buying a UAV, I would imagine. Nope, buying a loadout drop. That's actually a good idea too. And calling in his loadout so he can get ghost class or other perks that he may like. Not everybody uses ghosts anymore. Rundown turning his aim bots and wall hacks down a little bit. You can see the stick drift in his controller. I would imagine it's a scuff controller. All right, we got gunshots going right back over at Superstore. We can go ahead in there and push in there and close the gap on this one and get the fights won. Guy caught out in the open. The fucking beautiful AK with no recoil. Enemy on the rooftop. We're able to go prone right in time. Popping plates, trying to bail away. We need to hug to the left real quick. We're able to get it away. Finish popping plates and going for another fight. And there's a free Deddy sitting in front of loadout drop, which I wouldn't mind us getting. Hopefully he remembers. It's going to be a hard heady to win with our gun. The enemy's got the high ground. We can only see the tip of his skull. So if you really want to win that fight, instead of shooting long range, I definitely close the gap. But notice over here, we did have a buy go back at Storage Town. There are enemies over there, so it depends on what you want to do, but you need to make the move fast because you are between two squads and you're in a central location. So there's a huge potential you will get third-partied. So in this point here, I'd make an educated decision. Do I want to push Superstore and kill those players? Do I want to push Storage Town? I'd probably choose Storage Town. One, easier fights, mostly because you hear the running water. Mostly because of the enemies that just got brought back. They're not going to have a weapon. Now, unfortunately, all three of us are literally sitting in the same building, making it extremely easy for the enemies to collapse on us. It's going to be real easy, especially that stun grenade. This is a bad play. We need to change our position, hit the enemies from different angles. One of us could jump out the back window, get on the rooftop, and shoot the enemy on the high ground. Looks like that's actually what we're going to be doing, thankfully. Oh, wait, just kidding. Orange was up there the whole time, not doing a damn thing. Very questionable. And notice, man, like, he's pretty accurate with his shots. He's not the greatest player ever, but he's not a bot by any stretch of imagination. Level 362. But the decision-making mid-fight and who to choose is lacking. And when I say lacking, I mean it's non-existent. They didn't decide They wanted to go fight people. They just decided they want to camp up, wait for enemies to come to them. Not a good play to ever wait for enemies to make the move. The better players in the game, the teams that win the game most of the time, are the ones that make the decisions. If you're going to sit there and wait for the enemies to make the decision for you, you're going to have a rough time in Verdansk. Vehicle, we should be able to blitz out of it. Let's go ahead and get some shots off. Unfortunately delayed, not going to pick the fight at all, and he just drives on by. Again, we see the decision making just kind of being questionable. We got a vehicle coming from Superstore, may come up and push us. Never mind, he takes a right hand turn, he's off into the races. Now again, we knew there were enemies here, but that was a minute ago, man. They could have rotated, they could be gone by now. We wasted so much time, we waited so long that knowing players were over here may be completely irrelevant at this point. Enemy takes out our dude Black John Wick, and no pings go out at all, so we're kind of going in this fight blinded. We see the glint on the rooftop, but still, guys, you want to start practicing pinging the enemies. Luckily, Nasty's able to get a nice headshot on Dark and takes out the sniper on the rooftop. This is what I'm talking about right here. Like, again, what are we doing? There's no reason to be looting right now, and still they're focused on loot. Get money and get your teammate back and get the hell out of here. There's never a reason to do this shit. We have a bounty marked on the map we can go hunt, right? Our teammate needs to get bought back. We have enough money to buy him back now. Let's go ahead and do it, man. Guys, wasted time like this is why y'all struggle. You're better off dropping 10 kills and losing than dropping 1 kill and winning. Granted, winning is the objective, but if you want to get better at gunfights, again, you're better off getting in more fights. Here we are looting the same loot for the 3rd time in a row. This is no. All right, let's move on to Nasty, who seems to be out here slaying. He's in a 1v2 right now. He goes ahead and cleans it up. Great solo duo by Nasty, with now rocking 5 kills and plenty of money to buy with. Now we do have a circle that's getting relatively small. We're going to be able to gatekeep a lot of people. Unfortunately, won't be able to gatekeep many. I would imagine there's probably a team that came from Promenade and Boneyard area. But anyone that's Superstore, they're going to be rotating this way. I doubt they're going to be rotating this huge ass open field. So our only gatekeeping position, in my opinion, would be this building if there happens to be an enemy there, which there probably isn't. And then right here as well. And here we are just holding out a heartbeat sensor. Again, dude, this is not what you want to do. You're better off using your eyes than you are using a heartbeat, because what if they have ghosts, brother? Then your heartbeat is useless, and you're now letting enemies just run right by because you're not zooming in, you're not looking away, you're not looking around, you're not being aware at all. Now, speaking of rotations, we can play Storage Town till the very end. We're able to go ahead and win the fight. But again, guys, we knew that enemies were coming from that direction. That's no surprise to me at all. Notice, though, when Rundown got in that gunfight, instead of trying to use movement to get out of that position, to replay it up, to change his angle, he just plants his feet and tries to solo duo that fight and ends up getting killed. Not surprised that happened, man. Black John Wick definitely should have utilized movement a little bit to win that gunfight. He probably could have done a lot better. Probably could have surprised himself if he just would have tried. Now, one of the hardest things for a lot of players who struggle getting kills or winning gunfights, one of the hardest things for them is to get out of the habit of planting your feet or committing to the drop shot. You've got to try your best to maneuver and try to break their ankles, try to make it harder for them to hit their shots, forcing them to reload so that you can then shoot their face off. All right, now speaking of the circle rotation, this is going to be an airport favor ending, no doubt about that. This is exactly where I'd want to go. I'm normally not a rooftop camper kind of a guy, but I mean, with a position like this, you have so much to work with. Why not? It's going to be the best position out of this entire circle. But this is where I would be. However, they're going to be rotating wide left, which is very questionable because this ridge right here, you guys are familiar with the map, there's not much cover. It's so steep, it's such a huge slope that there's a couple small trees, and that's kind of it. These rocks up here, I don't think they'll be high enough to actually utilize rocks and cover like this ridge right here is going to provide for them. I love how we're sitting here like trying to serpentine so that we can't get shot in the back, and but then he's going to stop and start trying to snipe people. Rooftop's definitely the favorite position. I think you saw movement by the zip line as well. I may be mistaken. I'm pretty sure it's exactly what I saw. And look, when they come over here, guess what? They're going to have to go right back somewhere else, dude, or hug the bridge. But regardless, they're putting themselves in a very bad spot. Circle closing on us right now. You do not want to go ahead and pick this fight because you're going to have to rotate. We miss our shots. We should be patient with it, wait for them to mess up, and sit perfectly still. Still missing our shots. Rundown gets sniped, taken out from another player on the rooftop. There it is. And again, because of lack of cover, we're going to get absolutely destroyed. What could have been a 3v2 position, we're struggling with. Now, I'm not going to hate on a snipe. Everyone's trying to learn how to snipe in this game. I get it. I'm not going to go in on them, but damn. You got to be better than that, man. So again, let's recap. I called the rotation bad from the get-go. Why? Because they had no cover. How did they end up dying? That's right. They had no cover. When they tried to pick the fight, the guys on the rooftop ended up coming in and getting that cleanup. And here we are watching Wello struggling with his sniping as well, man. We're seeing a huge increase of snipers, but unfortunately the skill is just kind of lacking. Oh my God, they're all sniping. Baby. All right. We have the car, we have the HDR, and we have the Swiss. All right, Blue's gonna go ahead and take the chopper, go to the next level, which I absolutely love. That's gonna be a perfect position. That's gonna be the best spot in the entire game. Now, I do believe that this angle here can possibly be contested by the bridge, but again, because of such little cover and the fact there's other enemies in the game, they're gonna have a hard time. But we need to go ahead and move now. The last thing you want to do is try to peek and pick an enemy and end up getting knocked. Now watch the zip line. If the enemy's got a big dick play, you can take that zip line, get the higher ground, shoot down on us. We need to watch it, man. It might not happen, but it could. I know damn well I'd probably do it. The stupid play, but man, that if you're able to pull it off, and here we are crawling with the heartbeat. This is what players do. Level 100 with 0 kills. And he's wondering why he's got 0 kills. This is why. Use your eyes and your gun, fam. No one's on heartbeat. Savage, calm down. Well, we got enemies on the mini map trying to ADS with our SMG. Not a good decision. Wello able to get a knock. And again, we got circle favor. All these guys are gonna be forced out from under the bridge. Extremely easy. There we go. Thank God we're able to get it. Let's go. No. Yeah, pick up the teammate that's next to you, brother. Don't. Whoa, let's slow down, Shanks. Slow down. All right, there's a 3v2 fight. And again, they're gonna have to rotate before we do. I don't even think we need to move. The corner of this building may be safe. We're gonna have to rotate for sure, but we're still in a good spot. Notice all these guys are gonna have to leave before we do. Questionable thing though is they might not be over there. I actually don't think they are. They might be below us. You could take the helicopter to the bridge, fly over there, and maintain even better high ground. That's probably the play I would do, or at least separate yourselves so you can actually pinch the enemy. The helicopter would be such a good play, or it would have been such a good play, because now here we are having to jump off, leave the high ground, when we could have had this right here. Not a huge fan of that. Now, another bad thing about all your teammates rocking snipers is if you're not good at sniping and you get contested against a team that has ARs, what are y'all going to use at long range? Nothing. Now we have forced ourselves in a 1v1 position, possibly gas grenade going off. Orange needs to go ahead and get the res up. Don't peek, get the res, brother. He's going to go for it anyway, trying to shoot. He might actually pull it off right now. Pretty ballsy. Again, teamwork's the dream work, man. If he would have got sniped in the face, that would have been a horrible loss. Wello rocking 3 kills, trying to keep eyes on the enemy. No idea where he went. Guy may be in the tunnel, which would be bad for him. Don't get overzealous. Right here's where the enemy's gonna have to die by gas because there's no way for him to get inside. I don't believe there's a doorway under us. Actually, yes, there is. I believe there's a doorway right here. All we got to do is just watch the angle from the enemy. You hear him coughing in the gas. He's on the backside. He's not gonna see. He might survive. Enemies around this spot right now, probably hugging the corner. Definitely need to peek it. Definitely need to peek it, my guy. And now we went from having favor to not having favor. We're gonna have to jump down. Didn't even check the corner before he jumped. Bad juju. There's the enemy sitting in the corner, knocks one of our teammates down. Do we even know where he's at? No, we don't. Crouch walking on the ledge. Yes, there he is. And we lose the fight. Get out of my lobby. Literally living up to his name, pulling off the beautiful dub. GG. Guys, the purpose of the video is teaching you guys to be a little bit more aware of everything, right? So many things happen on the mini-map that players aren't even noticing. So many things happening with the rotations that put them in bad spots when they could have been in a good spot, just like the end of the game right there. I mean, they literally had favor. All they had to do was check the corner, which is where I assumed he'd be because, I mean, you kind of predict how players play. And instead of checking the corner before he jumps, they jump, one gets beamed, and you know the rest. And it's all because they were not aware. Their awareness was garbage. Their observation was garbage. No matter how good of an aim you have, if you are not observant, you will lose this game more times than none. But again, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, leave a like on it, subscribe to the channel today, and until next time, you have a good one, and good luck in Warzone.